Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout with you. This is chili packing. This is something my family does on every fall. When the chili is ripe, you go and pick it and then you roast it and then you have to pack it in baggies and put it in the freezer. And this was at my mom's house, so we were helping grandma pack her chili and my son wanted to help. And so I have four photos. Two or three of them are 2 by 3, or yeah, 2 by 3, and then one is a 4 by 6. And I'm going to go ahead and put all four of those on the layout. I'm going ahead and using the Hearth and Home collection, and these smaller papers are actually from Cozy Days by Simple Stories, and I'm going to use those also on the layout. And then the chipboard letters here that spell out chili are actually really old basic gray letters that are from like 2010, I think. And they have like a grid on them. They're black with a white grid. And then the other pieces all came from either Hearth and Home, or the words came from the basic essentials, which I showed in the intro video of this collection and how I was going to scrapbook these photos, which was now 3 videos back. I will link the main video down below so that you can refer back to it if you didn't see that kit reveal that I'm using. Sorry, a little frog in my throat. So here, this is just white cardstock by Basil, and this is what I'm going to map the photos on, and I'm just going to do them in a collage. So they're going to be one mat with all four photos on it. And I just felt that was kind of the best way to do these photos since they're kind of busy, but definitely need all four of them, I think, just because they kind of show the process. And then his cute little face of smiling at me while he's doing it. And he is wearing gloves because chilies can definitely get hot while you're doing this. Like the hot, not hot as in the temperature hot, but actually make your hands have chili on them so that, if you rub your eyes or anything like that, you will burn yourself with them. So we definitely wear gloves now. I remember when I was a child, we weren't allowed to wear gloves. We just did it and then you went and washed your hands. But now we wear gloves, so that doesn't happen anymore. And I definitely remember like my grandma and my mom and my aunts doing this when I was little. And this is something, that, like I said, we do every fall, and we use the chili throughout the year. And here lately, kind of gotten spoiled because now you can buy roasted chili in a jar, and you really no longer have to pack it like this unless you want it super fresh. Which we still do buy some of it in packet, but a lot of times I'll use the jar one now instead of using the frozen packed one. But that's just my choice. Plus, I don't have to cut it up because I don't like cutting it up either. Yeah, it comes cut up in the jar. But anyways, and this chili is from New Mexico, so that's where you get the best chili. That's what they call the 505 roasted chili. That's this chili here, and this is from Hatch, New Mexico. And so here, like I said, I'm just matting the photo. This is going to be a fairly quick layout once I get the photos placed on the cardstock and then on the photo mats. And this photo here is a little bit bigger than the other two, so I'm going to take it off here in a minute and trim it down just a little bit slightly. It just wasn't lining up correctly. And then here's the papers. This one here I'm going to use as the background, which looks kind of like a cutting board. The color of it, it's a wood grain. And I'm going to ink up the edges on it. And like I said, it's going to be fairly simple. I'm not going to do a whole lot on this layout. One, because I don't have very many embellishments that go with chilies. And I'm pretty much a theme scrapbooker, so that's another reason why I decided to do these photos, because it's harder for me to do these types of photos that don't have a lot of embellishments. But they make for a quick process and it makes for a quick layout. So I kind of like that. And I'm just going to use the 6x8 for color basically. And I decided this one here matted the 3 photos in like half of the 4x6. And so that was good enough. I'm just tracing or outlining where I'm going to cut the paper so that it's even all the way around. And I have to get that little section part there. And then I'm inking up the edges because I always got to ink up my edges. It helps the pattern papers pop, especially when you use multiple pattern papers on one layout. So here I'm just laying it back down. I'm going to use this smaller piece to mat the photo of, or the other half of the 4x6 photo. And it just kind of helps make him pop since, he is in, well, he's in 2 of the other photos, but he's not looking at the camera. In this one, he's looking at the camera, so I wanted it to be a little bit more noticeable. And I'm just using the blue, like flowerish paper. And it kind of reminded me of like a grandma print because of the flowers and the color of it. And I had to add blue because of his blue pajamas that he's wearing in the photos, and then the green chilies. But blue and green goes very well together, so it worked out. Like here, I'm going to add the chili with the chipboard letters. And then I'm just going to title it, or it says yay. That little black foam piece says yay on it. And then I decided I wanted one little strip of the flower paper on this side. So I'm going to move it over just slightly. I have to take everything back off. And I did leave the full process in here since this video is only 9-10 minutes long. So I wanted to, leave a little bit more detail in it since I don't really have the kit reveal in it. And so here I'm going to re-put chili back down. And then I'm going to use these letters from Pink Fresh that are in blue that again matches pajamas. And down at the bottom, I'm going to put chili packing at grandma's. And like I said, we were at my mom's house doing this. And the little black piece that I put on the photo kind of over the chair in the background, just kind of covering up some of the background noise. I didn't have to cover up really the chair. The chair could have stayed. But I was more trying to distract from behind him in the photo. I do edit my photos, and I guess I could have blurred that out, but I didn't really think about it. So I didn't do it. But I'm going to add those spoons because they kind of remind me of wooden spoons. And if you're Hispanic, usually you use a wooden spoon to cook your chili. And this is traditional green chili. This is not like chili beans or chili, I don't know, like chili, other kind of chili, I guess. This is a green. Usually we use these chilies to make green chili to go over like smothered burritos or just any kind of like a chili sauce, I guess is what you would call it. So here I'm going to use the leaves that are from that package that I showed in my intro too. I believe I got these off of Amazon. They were like sealed pack. They almost feel like real leaves. I'm not sure if they are or not. But I really like them, so I'm going to go ahead and use them on the layout. I'm not really worried about anything acid free or, anything hurting the photos. These are digital photos, so there's copies of these photos. But the leaves kind of reminded me of hanging chilies, and that's another tradition that we do also is we hang chilies and dry them out, and then you boil them and use them to make chili also. So that's another, tradition. But they added a little pop of green over here, and I put a little heart at the top just to hold the chilies. And pretty much that's it. I was going to add sequins, but again, it just kind of didn't call for sequins on this layout, and it was a little busy just with the photos. So that's how I left it. I hope you guys enjoyed the process today and you like my layout, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you're enjoying my layouts, please like and subscribe, and I post usually every day, or at least try to. And I will see you again tomorrow with another layout. Bye.